civil society or people in communities should begin to take over their own daily lives. They should begin to effectively separate themselves from the state and from government and take control of their communities. When the uprising happened, unlike 1976 where it faltered out, a lot of that energy was actually being channeled into the establishment of organizations. You could go to most communities in South Africa and you would find a youth organization, you would find a civic organization, you would find a women's organization, you would find some housing organization. So there was a real sense that in communities, people were beginning to organize themselves to, in fact, take control of what was going on. So in each of the townships, each of the residential areas, and primarily I'm talking about mostly black residential areas, people were beginning to set up their own structures as effectively substitutes of government structures. Government had introduced what they called black local authorities. So effectively, the hand-picked people that they put in the communities as community leaders and so on. And civil society organizations, in setting themselves up, began to act as substitutes for those organizations. And this was the concept of ungovernability. It coincided with the establishment of street committees, so I mean, it's actually quite complex to describe. But imagine a community effectively running itself and deliberately distancing or separating itself from government and from the state and saying, we are going to be in charge of what we do in our community. So there was a real sense of, we talked about it as people's power. So a real sense of, we are making decisions about what happens in our own communities.